Palworld Dev signs deal with Sony to form Palworld Entertainment and expand the IP. Wesley Yinpool over at IGN. The developer of Palworld has signed a deal with Sony to form a new business called Palworld Entertainment to capitalize on the breakout success of the video game by expanding the IP. Japanese-based Pocketpair announced a joint venture with Sony Music Entertainment in Japan and Aniplex to establish Palworld Entertainment, quote, for the purpose of accelerating the multifaceted global development of Palworld and its further expansion, end quote. This is not a publishing deal for Palworld, the video game, or an acquisition by Sony, rather an attempt to make the most of the game's huge popularity with non-video game products, such as merchandise and music. The newly formed business, headed up by Pocketpair CEO Takuro Mizobi, is responsible for global licensing and merchandising activities associated with Palworld. Palworld, dubbed Pokemon with Guns, is a survival and crafting game that enjoyed record-breaking success after it launched in early access form across PC and Xbox in January. The player count exceeded 25 million in a month. Woo! Scott, those are big numbers. With Palworld becoming the biggest third-party game Pass launch of all time, and an incredible 15 million copies sold on Steam alone. Man, good for them. In March, Mizobi confirmed Palworld cost less than 1 billion yen, which in our terms is $6.7 million to make. It had made tens of billions of yen in profit. For context, 10 billion yen is around $67.2 million. Oh. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Quite a pretty penny, yeah.
Right? Just roll that Brinks truck up to the bank and just dump it. Mizobi admitted the profits were too big for a studio with our size to handle, end quote. Good job, though. Palworld is one of the biggest game launches of all time, but it is also one of the most controversial. Pocketpair had said its staff received death threats amid the Pokemon ripoff claims, which it has denied. Dude, people suck. Like, death threats, like, these are just people. They made a cool game. It's successful. You know what? You're just butthurt. It wasn't you.
Yeah, and if you're mad that it wasn't Pokemon, I think you should direct your frustration to a different company that does make Pokemon. If you want to, inspire some creativity, but to go this far and to go through with threats and to hate on a company just because they made a kind of similar idea to something but tweaked it in a vastly different way. That's silly. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, not at all. At the time, IGN asked lawyers whether Nintendo could successfully sue. Pocketpair recently insisted it has yet to hear anything from either Nintendo or the Pokemon company. Pocketpair has also teased Palworld on PlayStation. After the announcement, such a release seems closer than ever. Scott. Huge success for the game. I think this is a cool move. They're looking to expand with that kind of money. I believe they can do a lot.
Oh yes, they can do a lot, and I think they're going to be getting a whole lot more money to come. If they're going to monetize this and turn it into toys, just like Pokemon, this could take off.
I think they've created something here that could go on for a while. I think Pokemon...
Now,
go ahead.
If they come out with a card game, then I reverse what I said. They are ripping off Pokemon in that case.
Yeah, I think they have huge potential. But we'll see what happens here. Hit us up. Have you played Palworld? And let us know if maybe you're just jumping back in now.